Alright boys, so this is the new chapter 6 map. Alright, so this is a really good game so far, or a really good chapter, and I'm gonna real quick show you all the gameplay, all the new weapons and all the new POIs and everything you know about it. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna go over is what's happened with the map. So there are a few new medallions, and those have boss fights, and they all drop a different one of the new weapons, and I'll get into the weapons in a little bit. But there's these things called boots that are a little bit like medallions, but they give you different power-ups, like faster reload time or gaining shield while in the water. And you can get those from certain chests, or like these blue chests, or you can get them from a shrine, which you have to give it a they're like these little cute looking squishmallow things that are running around the map, and you bring them back to their shrine, and you get one of the boots. And the boots they're pretty good. Sometimes some of them are good, and some of them are really bad. Alright, so now I'm going to show you some of the new weapons. This is the pump shotgun, and it is probably the second best weapon, and that right there, that is like, think of the P90 but 5 times better. That is what that thing is. Over the course of when you're shooting, it gets higher and higher in rate of fire, which is really good for fighting bosses, obviously, because you can do a ton of damage. And it's also really good if you're in an enemy's box or just trying to spray through an enemy's box. One thing that I do not like about this season is kind of the movement, as you can see right there. Some things I like, but the wall, Fortnite needs to get it down. Like, what was that? I was simply running along the side, because there's a little slant to that cliff. It decided to do the animation where I jump off, where you can do a wall jump, so it yeeted me off the side of a cliff. So Fortnite really needs to get it down, get it better. And this is easily, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game right now. It is it's like this new SMG they added. I'm pretty sure it's a precision SMG. This thing is like, it's like aimbot, because it's got no bullet drop, and it's got no bullet drop, and it's hit scan. So that's the same thing as no bullet drop, but it's just really good. It gets there fast. It's not like, it doesn't take a while to like reach its target, so you can beam people. This is easily the best weapon of the season, in my opinion. Alright, so this is the Oni shotgun, and this thing is like the Ranger but with 2 bullets, and this thing is actually really, really good. So I'd recommend picking this up. This is probably gonna be my shotgun for the season, and if I had the SMG Legendary, this would be my loadout for the season. This would be my loadout. And the Oni mask is supposed to be a really good weapon. I've tried it out. I think it's good, but I think I'm going to stick with shockwaves. But I recommend it for a lot of people out there to use the Oni mask. And there is one on the map that gives you 50 charges, and it's basically a teleportation device where when you throw it, I think it gives you 30 seconds, and then any time in that time frame, when you left click, it'll teleport you there. And yeah, so it's like a teleporter. So it's a pretty cool weapon, and it's really good for zero build. I will say that. It sounds really good for zero build, because there's no builds that will get. A lot of times, there are bosses that, in my opinion, kind of randomly spawn. Like, I don't know what this fire dude was doing out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, but these bosses are really hard to defeat, especially the one on the island. Honestly, Top 5 Gaming was like, you know, just drive up there. It's going to be a hard battle fight, but you guys can get there. Oh my god, he was lying. It is the hardest battle I have ever fought. He's basically Thanos. Think of Thanos, but he can stomp your builds. Well, Thanos could do that, but he's like, but he can teleport. Think of Thanos, but he can, no. Think of Doctor Doom, but he can teleport. And then he has a giant sword that will laser you and one-shot you. Like right here, this man is teleporting. He's about 9 times taller than everyone, and this is a hot drop. It's not, well, not a hot drop. People will rotate in here from halfway across the map, like it's a tourist destination. Like, oh my gosh, Lego Eater 918 is like the 4th person I've faced on here, and there's more rotating in. And this ginormous boss guy has, like, he eliminated Sub-Zero because he just stomped his builds while Sub-Zero's boxed up. Oh my goodness. You'll see right here, he somehow created literal fire around everyone, and then Big canceled that until he had eliminated enough people, and then he just threw some serial killer like it was nothing, and then now he's walking over casually like this is what he does on the daily. Oh my goodness, like this guy is so annoying to fight. This is what I'm talking about, the Oni mask, because I was trying to rotate out, but the builds got in the way and I was unable to get out of the way, and see, once again it did not work. So this is why it's pretty good for zero build. I'm not going to use it, but a lot of you guys should use it. And right here, I'm just trying to get away, and there's about 20 people shooting at me. Like, there's bullets flying past me, and then I just get beamed out of the sky. I'm not even sure I didn't die here, but right here, for some reason, Fortnite, they decided that it was really important that we all saw the new tires they gave us, so they kicked us out of the game. And this train finally got a buff. It's not one of those things where they just reskinned it, because if you see right here, it drops a mythic now. Finally, bro, they buffed the train. The train used to be a joke, because basically whenever we would ask Epic, yo, could we have something new to the train, they would just reskin it. Like at one point they just put some green tape all over it and called it Dr. Doom's train. It was bad. So it's really nice to see that the train got an update and a revamp. Alright, so right here is me. There's some new movement changes. As you can see, I'm sprinting like I weigh 500 pounds, which gotta admit is a little weird. But they added a few new sprinting items, like right there, how I ran up the wall. And they also added, like, before I hit the ground, to reduce fall damage. It doesn't get rid of it, but to reduce it, I can, before I hit the ground, I can hit space, and it will, I'll do a barrel roll. And, obviously, wall running, up on the sides, you saw earlier when I fell to my death, is my least favorite out of all these. And there's also, it's called ledge jumping. You can do it with a cone or a stair, and once you get to the edge, if you click space, you'll be able to jump so much farther. Then, like, I think instead of jumping 1.5 blocks, you'll be able to jump 2 now. But yeah, that is so far the Chapter 5 update. I'm probably going to make a few shorts covering the rest of it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.